Yeah, start.
Hello, good evening. Myself Milan Parikh, Managing Director of Jainam Broking and Chairman of ANMI WR. Welcome speakers of today's webinar. Compliance plays key role in ensuring safety and integrity of the markets, and there are non-compliances observed by Exchange during inspection, surveillance or internal audits from the members, which needs more clarification. I thank BSE for being kind and supportive to association in conducting webinars on different topics like today for our members. Now I invite our speakers, Mr. Hitesh Kumar Desai, Ms. Richa Ghosh, and Mr. Sandeep Sharma from BSE to take forward the webinar. Thanks a lot. Richa ji.
Thank you so much, sir. And it's a very welcome step by ANMI to host such seminars on such topics. It will be really helpful for us as well as for the members of the industry when, we connect in such offline forums. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ANMI, for conducting this seminar. As Richa said, it will be definitely helpful to us as well as to the member, because generally we do not get such opportunity to interact with the member freely with regard to particularly inspection areas. So let us take it forward and we may be able to conduct many more such seminars in future. Thank you, ANMI. Let us start with the session. Richa.
Yes, sir. We can answer all the queries, sir.
So is there anybody going to moderate it, or we just have to answer the query?
Sir, I'll be reading out the questions and then you all can answer it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Certainly.
So the first question is, too many queries and alerts are sent, and also where regulators BSE trades are not captured.
So I will take this up. So,
Yes,
madam,
please.
the query I think is this, that wherein even if we have many types of inspection, wherein there are even SEBI joint inspection, and it is not necessary that the trades are done at BSE, and then only BSE will be allocated that particular area on which there would be questions raised by BSE. This whenever there is a SEBI joint inspection, areas are allocated by SEBI, and each exchange will have to just look into that area. So this would really help to facilitate the members by not getting harassed and not getting not giving the multiple data. Just say suppose for example there is a theme called UCC. Now UCC may every member will have UCC uploaded with NSE, BSE, MCX, NCDX. So instead of just hovering around and giving the data to all the four exchanges, usually what SEBI does is allocates the area to a particular exchange, and be it or not with that particular exchange, member has to submit the reply to the exchange who is asking for the data, which is inquired in the inspection.
Okay.
So in addition to what Richa said, yeah, this is pertaining to alert also. With regard to alerts, please note that for a common member, it has been distributed among the exchanges. So sometimes it may happen that some member may be a member of the BSE, maybe having a minuscule trading at BSE, but all the alerts pertaining to that member are being allocated to BSE. So that could be the reason why you may be getting an alert from BSE, although your trading might be minuscule at the BSE. So we can take next question.
Yes, sir. Next question is, if any area verified by inspection team of other exchange like NSE or MCX, same area inspected by BSE. Suggestion to inspection common any of the exchange and or not repeat same area of compliance for inspection purpose by all exchanges. I think this question is like that if the inspection happens in NSE or MCX cannot be same in BS, it seems the question like that.
So here actually we had proposed all the exchange together to the regulator that there should be a common inspection of the common member, so that
Right.
and that actually at that time SEBI has a different view. They said that what is the harm in conducting inspection of the member? This may, sometime it may happen that one member have been inspected by say NSE previous year, then BSE may inspect this year, MCX may inspect the next year. So continuously member will be under the scrutiny. So that
Right.
could be one of the reason why they have not given a note to our proposal. Still, we are pursuing, even SEBI is also evaluating and may change the entire policy of inspection under the ease of doing business. There are a lot of discussion is ongoing. This may also be covered at that time. But right now, all the exchange
Mm-hmm.
are conducting inspection as per the SEBI circular. We have to do that, and that will
Right.
continue till SEBI come out with a new circular, new guidelines.
Okay.
The next question, please.
Next question is order placement records maintaining.
Richa, you may take it up, please.
Yeah, so madam, the question is incomplete, I think. Order placement records maintaining, yes, all the orders
Hmm.
needs to have, like, pre-placement order records needs to be maintained.
Right. It is related to that only, that other order
Yes, so it
placement
is
records.
mandatory, madam. All the
I
order
think
placement
this
records are
this is
mandatory.
pre-trade order recording. It seems, I think member is questioning that. This matter has come up in one of the discussion where members are suggesting that if we are giving a trade confirmation, then these should be removed instead of pre-trade order placement record maintenance should be removed. But this is again, I am telling you, this is a policy decision which is under discussion. Whether trade
Okay.
confirmation
Hmm.
which is provided will suffice the pre-order record maintenance or not. I think similar record of order in trade, there is one more query down below.
Okay. Can I take next question,
Yes,
sir?
please. Yes, please.
Okay. If the observations not pointed out by internal auditor, then how the TM penalized by exchange?
Again, I would like to take up this, whoever has asked this, this seems to be one particular query some member might have raised this, because
Mm-hmm.
it is not possible that any member will be penalized for internal audit report has not mentioned anything adverse comment. Secondly, not only that, if member has not accepted, then also we never penalize. So if any such cases have arrived, we would like to take it up offline
Mm-hmm.
individually. Arjun Bhai and the NB people have my number, contact number, even Richa's number.
Yes.
They can get in touch with us. We will definitely check up.
Okay. Very good. Nice thing. Another question is follow mechanism for centralized data uploading.
Richa, please take up.
Again, again, that is under, madam, this is again a policy
Yeah.
decision, and this is again under discussion for ease of doing, under ease of doing business. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
we are also trying our level best, and we are also, like, regularly consulting and everything, and basis on the feedback received from members. In
Right.
case if any such system or any such mechanism is developed, we'll definitely inform the market about it. Next
Okay.
See,
question, please.
with regard to additional question in the same line, that
Mm-hmm.
administrative less than mail should be sent to the concerned broker or to give a 24 to
24
rectify.
hours to rectify the same.
I think, see, wherever member themselves can detect something wrong, then we can, we always cooperate with the member. We take on record. We do not levy penalty on such cases. But upfront, we do not find out something which is, there is some problem or something is there. Upfront, we will not be able to find it out unless and until we go through or analyze the data. So that is not possible. But yes, definitely, wherever member upfront, they find out that yes, there is a problem or they themselves detected the issue that they have uploaded wrong detail or something, then we definitely take it up offline and we will take it up with the
Sir, your voice is on mute.
next question, please.
Next question is, in notice, it's mentioned that alert will be given. So where the alert is coming from?
I think this is incomplete question. I don't know
Yeah.
what makes it about.
It is where they are normally talking about that there are the alerts generated through the exchanges and we get the notices from the exchange, like the penalty and all that. So the members want to understand okay, how does this alert are generated.
Generate.
So on what basis these alerts are generated? But see, this is incomplete question on the basis that this is what alert he wants to know is incomplete
Yeah,
Sir,
as a
any
member.
there is
specific
another
alert.
question related to this.
Yes,
I'll
please.
just, yeah, in notice, it's mentioned that the fine will be imposed from warning to rupees 1 lakh, but member observed that without giving alerts or warning, fine of rupees 1 lakh is imposed.
I mean, I'll tell you one of the example today itself. I had one meeting wherein we have given a member ample opportunity also to give a reply and response. Despite of that, member did not reply. And then we have no recourse but to impose a penalty for non-compliance. Then member replied. Then he has given all the clarification. Now there is a double jeopardy. Member have been penalized for non-compliance. Member have been complied for non-cooperation. Now we have taken up this matter with our committee and placed it before that. See, this is the scenario. We must help the member. I mean, see, these are the things which is happening where member may not respond. Otherwise, we definitely speak to member even before sending letters. Whenever, if I am signing the letter, all the signatory always ask the officers whether have you spoken to member, have you given them opportunity. Thereafter only, if anything comes up, any member, please come back to us. We will definitely look and improvise the system. That assurance I can give you.
Another question is, internal audit final report is coming after 12 to 18 months. And if officers are changed, then that the given data is demanded again and again. Please note that in CDSL audit on the 6th day after conducting audit, they give final report.
Richa, please take up. I don't know it is about internal audit report.
Sir, exactly. I think the question is not about internal
No,
audit,
no,
madam. So,
let me clarify
yes,
this.
sir.
This is regarding the inspection which is conducted, and to conclude the inspection, it is taking lot of time. So it is specifically related to that. So they are just giving an example that CDSL is doing an audit or whatever it is, internal inspections, which is concluded within 6 days.
Okay.
So we have taken this as a feedback. We'll definitely, like, work on it.
I-
And if not
I-
6th day, we'll at least try to finish it as fast as possible from our end.
See, I will be making a little bold statement, but our team will try to complete all the financial year 2022-23, 22-23 inspection within the timeline prescribed. Then you will not get it after 2 years or for 15 days, whatever months you are talking about. That much I can make a statement. And definitely, as
Exactly,
Richa said,
sir.
this will be a feedback and we will improvise on this.
Thank you very much, sir, for the consideration. Another question is, what is the process if non-compliance observed inadvertently, non-intentionally, due conjunctive process of exchange and without fault of member?
So, madam, I would like to take this question. I would like to take this question. So,
Yes.
whenever there is, madam, we follow at BSc a very streamlined process. In case if there are, like, any non-compliances observed, you can bucket it into two things. One is, like, intentional, the other is non-intentional. Usually, madam, whenever there's a mistake, it is usually termed as non-intentional only. Now, whenever penalty norms are it is prescribed, the circulars are issued. So whenever a penalty is levied, to any member, there is a particular process by which a member can, like, if they have valid grounds, and if they want to, like, state that, okay, this is on account of an unintentional error and we want the penalty to be waived off. So we have in our letters, in all the letters that we issue, especially penalty letters, we jot down the entire process of how do you, like, approach us back for waiver within 10 days of the receipt of the letter.
Okay.
So in case, madam, if any member still has any issue related to this, I request, please ask them to take us with us offline. We'll definitely resolve the issue. In case if there is any pertaining to, the application of the member, which we have not considered.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we are
request
also
members to take note of what Richa ma'am said. If they have any problem, queries can contact to them. Yeah.
earlier
Yes, it
also
is.
one of the question I have already answered. Wherever there is a technical issue or any issue faced by the member, Exchange does consider such issues. Because most of the member I have seen, it's the positive side of member also I would like to narrate here.
Right.
Many members, they themselves inform with a screenshot and the technological black office vendor certificate that there was a technical issue at their end. In such cases, we do consider, not only as even regulator consider that yes, there was an issue, some issue was there, and that could be the reason why there was a delay or something. But if without saying any supporting, just I am having a technical issue and you want a penalty waiver for the delay in submission or something, that will be a little bit difficult.
Right.
And something I think in this question mentioned a process of exchange in intentional or due conjunctive product process of exchange. So in such cases also, I believe that none of the member would have been penalized or action would have been taken. As Richa has said, if anybody has faced such action, they may come back to us. We'll definitely look into the matter.
Okay. Next question is enhanced supervision MC column margin debit for credit balance clients. The debit margin of client, for example, pledge securities to be calculated exchange and segment wise. Request to throw some light. But however,
no clarification
circular or FAQ issued for the same.
Richa, please take it up.
So yes, it is exchange, it is segment wise currently, exchange wise, segment wise. But in case if it is not mentioned and if multiple members have this query, we'll definitely speak to the other MIAs and come back on this with a clarification circular for this particular point. In case if this is a question asked by multiple members, I request ANMI to write it back to us. We'll definitely come back in consultation with other MIS and issue a clarification on this point.
Yes, ma'am. For sure.
Next question.
Clarification on reporting under cash and cash equivalent balance when some client is MTF client and also non-MTF client. Request to clarify with example.
So, madam, what is the question here? I'm sorry, I'm not able to get the question.
Ma'am, it is on reporting. They want clarification on reporting at a cash and cash equivalent
I request to whichever member has asked this question now, I request, madam, please ask that member to connect us offline so that we can, in case of any query by the member, we can definitely take it offline.
Sure, ma'am. Yeah.
Because with example and everything, I think it is better to explain the member. So
yeah, we are not getting it clearly what he is asking.
Yes. So we'll take that offline, sir.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Third question is again it's about segregation reporting of client ledger balance.
It is by the same member only. I request please ask the member to connect us.
Sure, ma'am. Now somebody has mentioned KRA validation issue.
What is the KRA validation issue? Please elaborate.
I think there is no elaboration related to this.
Sir,
So again,
I'll tell you. This KRA validation issue is that mobile numbers and email has to be validated. So
Okay.
most of the members, clients who are say very old age, so they are not friendly to the validation thing. So they don't understand that how do I validate? They have got a SMS and send an OTP. So it is very riskier people to share a OTP with the brokers at the first hand. If better broker has to do that validation, if the client has to do validation, they don't even know okay the link has come and it has not gone to a spam mail or spam messages. So these are the problems commonly faced by the clients and which come up again as a to us as a brokers.
No, but see, in this case, I would like to say that we have raised this issue when 6 KYC attribute made compulsory in UCC. And some of the member has also represented that there are old age people who do not have mobile number, email addresses, all such issue raised by to regulator. But regulator is strictly of the view that whoever enter the security market should have mobile number and email ID, and they should have a basic knowledge of tag friendly, so that OTP at least they will be able to validate and all those things. So this is basically policy matter, and I think regulator is very clear that this should be KRA validation is must. Recently, we have many clients we have debarred from entering the market based on the KRA non-validation. So that is now after the some time I think we are going to do it online with the API. So whereby we will be doing it if your KRA is not validated, then you will not be able to trade also. So this is going to be a mandatory. So there will not be a relaxation per se in this matter.
Okay, fair enough. Next question, Sheetal, please.
Question.
hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, Sheetal.
If position is squared off after settlement on first Friday of quarterly settlement, can we pay the excess amount on next day towards quarterly settlement?
Madam, as per the SEBI circular, every client needs to be settled on the same day. So if there is a position which is there on the day of settlement, member can retain to 25% of the margin amount and will have to pay the any excess amount lying with the member on the day of settlement itself. All the instructions for the settlement needs to go to the bank on Friday, and
Right.
amount might be in case if there is an issue in the banking system or something, even if the amount is released on Saturday from the bank and the instruction has gone on Friday from the member, we do not penalize the member at all,
Right.
and
Okay.
that is well accepted, madam.
Okay. Very much
In case
clear on
apart
this.
from this, if there is any other question related to especially running account settlement, we can take that offline as well.
Offline as well. Fine.
So,
One
ma'am,
member has
I
asked.
would also like to repeat this in case if any members, any questions remains unanswered even after the webinar, I request
They can
Madam
approach you.
members, they can approach us directly and we'll be very happy to help.
At the end of the webinar, you can share your email ID with the members. They will definitely write you and
Madam,
ask through
Madam,
that.
we will request you to share email ID. Our email ID is available with you. You can share with them.
Yes, definitely, sir. Definitely. Yeah. Next question is like observation. Give observation with example to be discussed. It is related to like penalty levied for non-compliance to be more focused by the team. Need guidelines in each area of compliance expected by exchange, as discussed with regulatory, and majority non-complied by members.
Madam, I'm really sorry, but what is the ask here? I'm not able to get.
What member is saying that need guidelines for each and every compliance expected by exchange.
So, madam, our each and every circular that we issue is I think very
In
self-explanatory,
detail, yeah.
and it's very detailed circular. In case if any detail is missing, we issue an FAQ in this regards. Then in further, if there is any new circular issued in the market which has new compliance or anything, we hold webinars. We in association with various associations, we definitely do that. In case if there is any further guidance required, we do entertain all the calls of the members. We train them, we do everything whatever is required. Plus we have also done one more exercise from BSE, that is we have tried and consolidated all our penalty circulars on our website on a very which is available on a single click.
Okay.
And I think which is also circulated amongst members, that where the same is available. So apart from this, in case if any other queries or in case if any other guidance is required, we have also issued master circular. So whenever any other guidance is required, madam, we are very much available on just a call away. Any
So
member can definitely give us a call.
on a lighter note, I would say that member can also go through the order passed by exchange as an example, where we found the default and what is the penalty imposed for the same. That is also available on website. That is a live example actually.
Okay. One member has suggested that they urge BSE to provide information on the same time with other exchange, like other exchange.
Means,
so madam, which exactly
I mean,
information
we
are
would
you
like to improvise where we are lacking. Please let us know.
I think this is again incomplete question. It's not
But we
in.
will, madam, please not. We would certainly like to know and improvise in this area.
Yeah, definitely, sir. We will ask members to give feedback regarding this. So the next question is, what are the things to be kept ready in MFS of clients?
Ma'am, what do you mean by MFS of clients? Is it monthly fund settlement? I'm so sorry. What is MFS?
It is written MFS only. So
I'm so sorry, madam. I would really need
I request member to kindly post his query on the YouTube chat box so that we can take up this.
Past action.
Next question, madam.
Ma'am, I think we are done with questions.
I think we would like to put something.
Sorry. We have received a few questions on YouTube chat box. So I'll be reading out from there.
Please go ahead.
The alerts related to G negative are non-supported by data sheets.
Richa? Not supported by data sheet, madam. I'm really afraid, because if we have already explained multiple times to each and every member, whoever we have received the queries. So this is an alert which is generated by the exchanges, wherein only for G calculation, for example, I'm talking, the bank balances are extracted from the banks directly. The collaterals are taken from the clearing corporation, which is there. And basis on that, G is calculated by the exchange. Each member can also calculate G on daily basis. Exchange does calculates G on a daily basis and not on weekly basis. So I think, madam, the maximum questions that arise is that, we have submitted G only for Friday. How come, exchange is getting sending us the query for Wednesday or for Monday or for Tuesday? So if that is the case, then I would like to inform all the members that we calculate G on daily basis, and it is not only BSE which is calculating; it is across all the MIS, which is G is being calculated on daily basis.
Daily basis.
It is a pretty simple calculation based on the submission made by members. So member themselves can recheck calculation.
Okay. Another question is, for procedural violation is noted by internal auditor and NSE has levied penalty of rupees 1 lakh. Then why does BSE follow and again levies penalty of rupees 1 lakh for the same procedural violation.
So, madam, currently, again, this would be like, we'll take it up with SEBI.
What?
No,
Okay.
Yes,
this is, let me
currently
make
there
it clear. Instead of taking up letter, let me make it clear. You, as a member, you are registered with BSC as well as NSE. So you need
Right.
to comply at both the end. Both the regulator will take a check and both the regulator may impose the penalty till it will be rationalized or policy has been come up with this regulator that if one exchange has levied the penalty for the same reason, another exchange should not levy. Till then, it will continue like that because even on listed company also for the non-compliance on both the exchange levied penalty. Similarly, for all intermediary also who are registered with the exchange, both the exchange do the same actions.
Right.
But this is also under discussion under the ease of the business. This is matter is
is
being under.
yes.
Okay. Another question is, after converting on BSC to prop trading only, majority compliances cease to apply. Why is BSC not replying to mail confirming the same even after 2 mails sent to BSC?
Madam, I think it has not reached to the right set of persons, because if it has reached to the right
No,
set
no,
of persons,
we will see, particularly with regard to compliance of the enhanced supervision, there is a checkbox where you have to put it that you are only doing prop trading and you don't require to submit it. That already, and then acknowledgement must be coming to them that you have done a checkbox. With regard to email, we'll definitely look into that where he has sent it. Now you can share our email ID, we will check it.
Sure, sir. Another question is, we settled a client on single day and paid funds both in FO and CM from respective bank accounts. In UCC detailed data uploading, there are 2 records. Then in which record funds retained data to enter?
sorry, madam, but when you're settling running account settlement and when you're uploading the details, you have to upload for one UCC, you have to upload a single record. Why do you need to upload a multiple record? You can just consolidate the record across segments and you can upload the same. So there would be no hassle and hassle to report also.
Okay.
Next question, madam.
Next question is, BSC has approved compliance dashboard on login to BEFS. Very
Yes,
good. Can you show updated position complied pending for each on live end of the day basis so that management can check dashboard every day?
Sorry, madam.
Richa,
It is
that we are doing dashboard na? We are
So
preparing
first
the
part
dashboard of the compliance.
कि डैशबोर्ड उनको अच्छा लगा. सेकंड पार्ट क्या था मेरे को नहीं समझ में आया.
उन्होंने ये बोला, can you show updated position in the bracket complied / pending?
So we are displaying only pending, correct?
Sorry, sir.
Richa?
So we are displaying the entire dashboard abhi currently. In the first phase, we have shown the entire dashboard, wherein in case if any submission is pending, then there would be like click here option, and
Color
wherein
logic or something will apply.
click here and go directly to the submission and make the submission. And in case if you are compliant, then the click here will not appear.
Okay.
So that
So
is
this is already under consideration. Shortly we will release that also.
So and at the end of the day we get to know, right?
Yeah.
Every day
It
on
is
daily
live,
basis.
madam. It is live.
It is live,
Not
right?
only end of the day, it is live.
Okay.
As soon as you click it, you submit it, that will show you that these are the pending and this is already submitted.
Okay. सेग्रीगेशन सबमिशन में कुछ भी डेटा में प्रॉब्लम हो तो उसका कैसे रेक्टिफाई कर सकते हैं?
मैडम आईसीसीएल को कॉल करके.
Okay, so member may take note of this. Acha, there is again a question related to G. When you confirmed you calculate G, why do you outsource computation work to broker and levy penalty for mistake in calculation?
Not clear. What does it mean? We are not going outsourcing.
So, sir, हम outsource नहीं करते हैं. So, madam, this is not called outsourcing. This is a compliance requirement which member has to comply with, and we'll have to calculate their G on one particular day of the week. Now at exchange, just to we also play our part and we calculate G on daily basis. But that doesn't mean, ma'am, we are outsourcing for one day. The member does not even only has to calculate G, but it has to calculate various other principles also, IJ and everything. So
okay.
I think the question
I think question is about when we raise a query, we want them to recheck something like that. It seems member wanted to ask.
नहीं सर, दे आर सेइंग कि आप जब डेली कैलकुलेट करते हो तो आप आउटसोर्स क्यों करते हो हमको?
Correct. Richa got it
That's the
right, sir.
question.
What is
Richa,
outsource? मतलब Hiren bhai, what is
Oh, this is outsource is kind of a stuff that people are कि आप लोग कर रहे हो तो हम लोग से क्यों मेहनत करवाते हो इन शॉर्ट.
नहीं बट आप लोग कर रहे हैं तो हम कर रहे हैं तो हम कहाँ आपको बोल रहे हैं आप करो, बट आपका गलत मतलब है इसके लिए आपको करना है.
नहीं, आप I understand your point of view. You are just rectifying our errors. But अगर
आपको किसी को 100-200 रुपया देना है तो आप काउंट करके देते हैं, हम सामने वापस काउंट करते हैं, हम बोलते हैं 50 रुपये कम है तो आपको वापस काउंट करना पड़ेगा.
Noted, sir. No arguments.
okay. There is another question on where do we get to see alerts for segregation and CCE?
So, madam, CCE I can answer, and segregation member has to contact ICCL. But for CCE I can answer, madam. CCE में जब भी कुछ issue होता है, हमारा team हर member को alert offline भेजता है.
Okay. We are receiving the penalty levied by NSC on penalty dashboard, but had not received any
Madam,
information.
this is already under consideration with BSC as well. We are also developing something similar in nature, but that would take some time. Entire enforcement actions would be there on one single page.
It will be a one dashboard where you can see everything.
Everything. Okay. Another question is for trading. If there is short margin of client as per allocation and repledged securities, then it is pulled from pro margin. Then why are you levying penalty for short margin?
Madam, short margin is again by clearing corporations. So I think the question can be dropped.
Fair enough. That's all. I would request members, if they have queries, can just put it on the chat box of YouTube, please.
So, madam, till the time members post questions, can we just say a few words if you don't mind?
Ma'am, even you all have observed non-compliances, right, from the members.
Yes.
You can also talk about that. Yeah.
Basically, we wanted to say one thing about that particular thing. When member take internal audit report, they get report, they don't take it little seriously. When we impose a penalty, they feel that you are imposing penalty blindly, but it is not like that. Your internal auditor has already put up a query questions. You have to go through that and then you have to put your comment. You have accepted also. Many a time it happens that members, senior most people, designated director or compliance officer, they may not be aware that what juniors have done and what they have accepted. They put it there and they just sign it. And when penalty comes up, then it creates a problem. So henceforth, what from September 2022 onwards, we are taking up internal audit report very seriously. We are scrutinizing immediately on receipt of it, and we are imposing penalty as per the penalty norms. So we request member to go through the internal audit report very carefully. We also had a couple of meetings with some of your auditors where they are also a bit relaxed and they have given some wrong information. For example, say one of the member who has submitted in the AP audit report, but auditor has given they have not submitted, or vice versa, where member has not submitted, auditor has given they have submitted. And when we found that it is not submitted, it is a non-compliance. So we have also educated and we also have a good communication with the internal auditors. Now we will be empaneling them. So we will one again and again having a conversation with them. But at the same time, we suggest and request members to please take very careful look at the internal audit report. And some of the member are their CA and their members are uploading this internal audit report at the last moment on last day. I have come across a members, minimum 4 to 5 members who have uploaded internal audit report at 12.05, 12.06 midnight on the last day. And see system, when we go fintech, then system will calculate penalty because you have already completed the day. You are delayed by 6 minutes. You are delayed by 10 minutes. I mean, that lead to another activity, imposition of penalty, waiver of penalty, give you a relaxation. And most important, you don't get an opportunity to go through the internal audit report, which has a huge number of things. So we suggest more particularly about internal audit report, please go through carefully. Give ample opportunity to the auditor. At the same time, auditor should also give you ample time to go through it. That is our one of the suggestion. I think this is a major suggestion, I would say, because a lot of members are being affected for internal audit penalties. Richa, you can take it forward.
Yes, sir. So I would just like to add here, sir, we even give an opportunity to member wherein we even ask for the supplementary audit report. Now, in various cases, sir, we even find that, members do not submit the supplementary audit report on time. Even after we say, give them repeated reminder, in cases like, we have given even 7-8 reminders and members have not submitted. And when the penalty is levied on the member basis the comments that is there in the internal audit report, then members do come back to us and say that no, we want to submit our submission now. Plus, whenever now second point is whenever there is a query raised on offline alerts and everything, we request members to please look into the query and answer and give the reply with all the documentation at a single time. If you want time, like suppose if we have given you 10 days time and if you want 15 days, I request please ask ask the members to give us to in writing so that we do have a proper MIS wherein we know that okay, this member would reply in 15 days. It just now the 15 days is just an hypothetical example. Please do not quote it on this. Do not consider that there is a blanket approval for all the replies to be submitted within 15 days. Please understand that we also have a deadline to follow. Basis on your reply, our analysis needs to be done. Plus, basis our analysis, in case if there is any further action needs to be taken, that needs to be taken, and all the queries raised by the exchange need to be completed within a deadline. Now, when the penalty is imposed based on the reply that is submitted by the member do come back to us that नहीं ये तो मेरी स्टाफ की गलती थी, उसने गलत रिप्लाई दे दिया, आप ये पेनल्टी को रिवर्स कर दीजिए. तो मैं खाली एक रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहती हूँ, प्लीज एवरीवन all the members need to understand that the penalty levy system and reversal system has an exchange का पूरा process wherein whenever a penalty is levied by the exchange, you all have 10 days. Please note, it is very much standard process. Within 10 days, if exchange receives a waiver request from the member, we will not debit the penalty. But in case if the penalty waiver request is not received within 10 days, the penalty will automatically be levied. This is a very automated system of the exchange, and there is no manual intervention currently possible. So if you want to request for any penalty waiver, please come back to us within 10 days with a proper ground and explanation of why do you want the penalty to be reversed. So there is a very streamlined process at BSE, wherein each member is given an opportunity whenever they want to request for penalty waiver. They'll come back to us. We will take them to the committee. if they want a personal hearing, we'll definitely give them that as well. And whatever is the decision of the committee, we do inform to the members. Now, the third thing is key, all the submissions. So exchange works on alerts, and every alert that is generated in the system is based on the submissions made by members. I request members to have a maker checker mechanism wherever it is possible before the submission is made, so that the work at your end and at our end both are streamlined. Whenever you do a submission, we have to do our checking, and in case any checking we find on the basis of your submission only, we find all the errors and everything, then we have to come back with an explanation. We have to ask for an explanation. So I request all the members to in case if there is any discrepancy, or in case if there is any clarification which is required for any submission, please do come back to please do come back. We'll definitely resolve all your queries, but I request, please take all the emails received from exchange very seriously. Please allocate someone dedicatedly from your team to reply not only to the BSE emails, but to emails of all the MIIs, wherein it will really save your time, it will save our time. We do not have to follow up again and again on the email sent by us. So I think that is one thing that I would really like to say, because whenever we receive the submissions, we receive the replies. That is a very common reply, that we receive from members is कि अरे ये तो स्टाफ की गलती थी, ये तो स्टाफ ने ऐसे अपलोड कर दिया. फॉर्मेट में जो लिखा हुआ रहता है, आई रिक्वेस्ट मेंबर्स प्लीज एक बार फॉर्मेट को देख लीजिए, स्पेशली क्या लिखा हुआ है उसके अंदर. अगर नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट है, वेदर आपका रिप्लाई पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए उसको लेके, जहां पे यस लिखना है वहां यस लिखा हुआ है कि नो लिखा हुआ है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैं एक बहुत छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल दे सकती हूँ. एपी इंस्पेक्शन रिपोर्ट जो अपलोड करना पड़ता है, नाउ एपी इंस्पेक्शन में देयर आर 2 columns. One column is was the AP inspection done on the basis of routine inspection, or was it done on the basis of any market intelligence? Now, very commonly, in case if you have answered that it is based on the routine, then 99% cases may routine and market intelligence will not coincide. In case if it is, then you will have a valid explanation. But maximum time, 99.99% cases में हर member से यही reply आता है कि this is a mistake. And I request, so this is just one of the examples that I've given. I don't want to quote various other examples here, but in case if whatever submissions each one of you all are making to the exchanges, I request just have a look at the submission, have a proper system checks and processes built with you, so that whatever submission, whoever is doing it needs to follow a proper SOP that is defined by your management and follows the same and does the submission. It will really avoid mistakes at your end. It will really avoid efforts and communications to and fro from our end. Thank you so much. In case if anyone has any other question, we can take it forward.
I have one of the queries. This is for the especially
Mr.
for
Harin,
the.
I'm not able to hear you. Sorry.
I have now. Can you hear me? Yes. So one of the queries I have got from the broker member is that commodity member is there, and for the quarterly settlement for them it is at midnight. So if they settle on the next day, is it okay, or how do you suggest that commodity members do settle for the quarterly
So I think
settlement?
this has been answered in various FAQs. Any amount that is there with of EOD margin that can be retained up to 25%. Apart from 25%, you have to settle everything.
Okay, so what if the trade is there on the same day? So that can be retained, right? The traded amount.
So, but you can settle that on the next day, no?
Okay, fair enough.
So then I would request, whatever the commodities, and this is a commodity related question, members should take it in writing from the commodity exchanges to have a better compliance
sure.
operations.
We have given an FAQ on this.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Any other observations you have found out? Okay, this is the most common errors has been done by the members in the inspection. Can you share and highlight of one or two of the such?
Last
Eh,
couple of inspection, one of the common is wrong calculation of net worth. Richa, correct me. You are the actual person who is doing inspection.
Yes, sir. So net worth is a very common area wherein we find mistakes. Submissions, all the submissions is a very common area wherein we are finding mistakes. UCC is one area wherein we are finding multiple mistakes, especially the
Oh,
UCC data that is uploaded in the UCC portal of the exchange. Whenever we just tally the data that is available with the member and which is available with exchange records, there is a major changes in that. Then any modification that is done by a client in the back office records of member is not uploaded at exchange. Then disproportionate trading is one area wherein we have found multiple errors, that there is disproportionate trading into allowed, which is allowed in the client's account. Then
okay.
AP related inspections, AP related submissions. Still, there are members who do not have a control over AP as it should be. In case if the voice recording is not there, members do allocate terminals to the APs. So there are certain checks and balances and controls which really needs to be there. Plus the new compliances that has come up recently, risk disclosure, trading preference, then display of brokerage and other charges.
Display brokerage.
What members would like to know, what are the common observation we have come across where member can, plug up? In future, that should not arise. Like we have said, net worth, which we have commonly observed.
Correct.
G negative, which is commonly observed. These are the things I think Hirenbhai and NME team wanted to know, which from our experience, they will learn that, see, across the 100 member, we have found that in 20-25% member, these are the common observation.
So common observations, yes,
One second.
UCC is a very common observation, sir.
Sir, 1 second. Hirenbhai, I have to rush for another meeting. May I take
Sure.
a leave, please?
Yeah, please, sir.
Thank you.
We will hold back Richa, but
Thank you.
Thank you, Hitesh sir, for joining in.
yeah, Richa.
Yes, sir.
So you see,
these are the
yeah,
common-
understand UCC may in specific, anything specific that these 6 attributes are not there, something like that we're talking about.
So details of demat accounts, especially, I would put it very specific. Details of demat accounts needs to be validated by each and every member. I think in case if that is validated, maximum queries would be resolved.
Addressed. Okay. And in net worth, is it about the LC Gupta format or the whole
So
thing?
it is about the LC Gupta calculation method.
Correct.
Also shortly, sir, we are reviewing the complete LC Gupta method, and we'll be coming up with the complete revamping and the queries of all the members. We are we'll be issuing a
Correct.
very
No,
detailed circular on
yeah.
that shortly.
I believe you are working with IFS committee.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so we have already, I've presented the case completely, with the entire
Great.
justifications and everything. There's deliberations which are going on, and post that we'll be submitting our reply to SEBI and taking a note from them and issuing a circular very shortly to the market.
Okay. So anything else you think that it's a non-compliance and
Sir, AP inspection. Please, sir, AP is something which is completely in focus from SEBI currently. So I request members to have really have a focus on the AP inspection. Majorly, we are finding errors in almost 80% members' case submissions.
oh my, that is quite a bit of a number.
Quite a bit of a number. So then the segregation submission. Of course, I would since members do submit the segregation file to clearing corporation, but yes, exchange is using the data, and 80% members, or if I start issuing the letters, 80% of the members will be getting the letters wherein their segregation submission is incorrect.
My God. But again, now after this block mechanism, the correct corporate action should not
Sir,
be
but
in
I
place.
really request for the segregation submission, you should definitely have one particular, webinar only for segregation submission. Currently, exchanges are using segregation submission by members for, working on all the queries. So
Okay.
whatever currently the data that we work internally to generate alerts and everything, we are using segregation file instead of cache and cache equivalent file. And we are also in talks with SEBI and everything. So we have suggested to discontinue the current submission. So once that
Sorry,
submission, we are just trying to
sorry, Richa,
get off with it.
your last part, we could not hear.
So we
Your
are looking
discontinuation
into
of.
discontinuation of cache and cache equivalent submission.
Okay, brilliant. So next,
So
yeah, Sheetal, please take a note.
segregation is a topmost priority. I request, sir, ki in case if members have any other query, you can definitely have a webinar, especially for segregation, wherein the queries of the members can be taken up, especially for that particular area. Because more than 80% of the members do submit on daily basis incorrect segregation submissions.
Okay. Can you throw any lights on the
Sir, I
new
think if you
circular
start
yesterday
with
had come?
the segregation, you're talking about segregation pointer.
No, I'm
Then
talking about the yesterday's new circular. Any you can throw on light on this
so which one?
regarding almost ASBA, UPI say through payment.
Sir, I think we'll have a different
Another
complete,
seminar
another webinar for that.
done,
Because
definitely.
otherwise the focus of this webinar would really be faded
Fair
away.
enough. Fair enough. So, sticking to our current topic, so in segregation, any particular line which is not filled by members or it
So
has
we can
not
take
been
that
carried?
offline, and while we have the separate seminar for
Cool.
the
So we
segregation,
will,
we can take
yeah.
up all the topics there, sir. I've
Okay.
just given a broad head, sir. There are
Correct.
submissions related issues wherein members needs to really take care of.
Okay. So, okay, segregation and allocation, we will take it together itself. So
Certainly.
allocation is another area which members are facing a challenging, daunting task.
Definitely. So I would request if, this
Sure.
can be done on a broader platform wherein the
Correct.
clearing corporations and everyone can also be there, so that even members have today the queries related to clearing corporation submissions and everything that can also be taken care in the single webinar.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Anything else point you think of? Okay, this is the most common errors.
Sir, all the common errors and all the submission, all the errors on the which we are penalizing members are uploaded on our website. I request, sir, we are trying and being very vibrant day by day, and we are trying and improving our systems, and we are the making new changes in the platform and everything. I request, sir, all the members to just have a visit on our website and to just have a interaction with us, so we can also keep on updating. Someone has looked into the dashboard of the that is available on the BFS system, that was just made live day before yesterday. So
Yes.
we are just on daily basis, we are trying and improving the systems. We are trying to build in systems which will be really helpful for the members, and which would really make ease of operations, not only for for members, but we also want to resolve their part ki bhool se bhi koi bhool nahi ho. So that is our motto, sir, कि भूल से भी भूल मैं कर ना सकूं.
So ideally, there are two ways to non-comply. Either one is to do mistake or one is the intent. If person is intently doing a mistake, we cannot rectify it. But भूल से भूल होने के लिए, you have very well rectified that part of it. So
So
what
that
I
is that we are
suggest,
trying our level best on it. And in case
correct.
if anyone has any feedback, sir, we are very happy to take the feedback.
So,
and I would really, sir, be taking personal care into the feedback, and will try and implement wherever it is possible.
so what I suggest is I have personally gone through that front page of yours. So it is a brilliant piece of work from BSc,
Thank you
especially
so
your
much, sir.
inspection team. But
Thank you
what
so
I
much, sir.
suggest here is that you just write on the front page that it is complied or non-complied from the members end. That is first
Sir,
part.
so we can write, sorry to interrupt here,
No
but
worries.
writing complied and non-complied would be really difficult. We can write that the submission is
Submitted
up
or
to
not
date.
submitted? Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
we can write the submission is up to date, and we can write the submission pending.
That
Something
will
like
work.
that we can work on, sir.
Yeah, please.
Because
That will
when
work
we
fine.
validate and we write that, it is complied, that
Correct. No.
means
Yeah,
the
yeah.
data is complied. So, and data
Correct.
complied or not would really take some time for
No,
us
that's
to check as
okay.
well, sir.
No, you don't have to write that it is a complied or not complied. At least write it is submitted
Submission,
or it is pending.
sir, for phase 2, you will really find, this is a phase 1, what you're saying.
Sure.
Phase 2 will really have, sir, a major overhaul of this. So, I
There is
think
one
keep watching the space.
There's one chota thing you need to add on that is a back button. You every time have to restart the whole BEFS system to get into
That
that front page.
that I'll make sure, sir, it is done
Yeah.
ASAP.
Please.
That
Yeah.
I'll make sure, sir.
Please.
Point taken, sir. That will be done ASAP.
Sure. Yeah, there are not many points, I believe, from the members, and you have enlightened us.
Thank you
Sheetal, please
so much,
take on.
sir. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, sir,
So
for holding this kind of webinars. We really hope to meet you very shortly again for this kind of webinars. Please do host at least once a quarter so that we can also reach out to members and members can also reach out to us.
yes, so I would request all the members to get in touch with Richa ma'am or Hitesh sir for their queries related to inspection. I would like to thank BSc, Hitesh sir, Richa ma'am for conducting wonderful webinar on
Thank you so much, ma'am.
non-compliance subject, and had answered all the queries of the members. The webinar was indeed nice and have solved maximum queries of members, I suppose, I hope. I would also like to thank Milan sir for his opening remarks and Harin sir for joining in for today's webinar. I would also like to thank members for their participation. Thank you very much, ma'am. And, we'll meet soon again for another webinar.
1 second, Sheetal.
Yes,
Thanks, Richa, Hitesh. Harin bhai, thank you very much कि आपने इतना time दिया. And thanks all the BSc team. Sheetal, tane पण thank you.
Thank you, Milan sir.
Thank you.
Sheetal, just one request. Sheetal, can we please give Richa ma'am's ID to the members so they can reach out directly? And Richa, can you please give a general ID for the compliance part?
Yes, so general ID is bsc.inspection@bsindia.com. We do answer all the queries that is received on bsc.inspection@bsindia.com. That is a group ID, sir. It not only reaches to me, but it also reaches to the top level of the regulatory compliance head. So, everyone in the group is answered, is looking into the queries, and it also we have a dashboard wherein it is maintained that when the query has been received and when the query has been reverted to. So
I think members will be delighted to have that ID.
Definitely,
Thank
sir.
you.
It is completely tracked. So and it is being tracked and monitored by CRO level. So there cannot be any goof up to that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ANMI team.
Thank you, Richa ma'am. Thank you, Milan sir, Harin sir for joining in. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.